Hello there guys and girls, this is Rushprince with another tournament match. This is going to be the Scourge of God final, hosted by Maximus Decimus Meridius. You can find his channel in the description. I will left the link to it there. But anyway, we have Panda Warrior from Agony playing against Diplomatt from Wolf Clan. This is a best of 3 since it's the final, of course. We have in game 1 Panda Warrior playing as Ostrogoths against the Diplomatt's Eastern Roman Empire. So this is quite a bit. I mean, Eastern Roman Empire does have the Diplomattas, right? So that's one thing you have to keep in mind when you're playing against Eastern Roman Empire. So I would definitely favor Diplomatt in this scenario, considering the factions. But we will see if Panda can actually make it work. So let's see what he actually brought onto the field. Looking at his let's look at his Ostrogothic build. He has his Royal Sionis Bronze 2 General. Again, brace. In terms of other cavalry units, he just has 2 Germanic Lancers, pretty strong cavalry units, of course. In terms of Germanic Horsemen, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bronze, 1 Germanic Horseman. Really good units. And let's see the rest of his composition. We have 1 Germanic Pike on each flank. Fairly cool to bring them and use them as flanking forces. Very nice stuff. No upgrades on them though. Then we see a mix of melee units. So 2 Noble Germanic Swords on his left, on his right rather. Bronze 1, 1 on his left, Bronze 1. So that is a difference, I suppose. No, my bad, it's 2. I just didn't see this unit. So basically 4 of them in total. And then for his actual main line, he has a bunch of Gothic warbands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gothic warbands. So essentially, this is a lot of sword units brought here by Panda. So we'll see how this is going to stack up against Diplomatt's build. Looks like he's been using the whole build, this build throughout the whole tournament. Let's see how he's going to go this time around, because it does look like it's a little bit different. So let me go over it. So he has 2 Equites Promoti on his right flank, Bronze 1. His general over here, Bronze 3 with Rally, and an Equites Promoti, Bronze 1. Again, 1 Limitane Border Guards on each flank. Basically the same thing so far. In the center, 2 Equites Promoti as well, Bronze 1, supported by 2 Ballistari. Nothing new so far. We see, however, here is the first change. We see an Eastern Armored Legio on each flank. They're both silver 1, and that's seems to be one of the changes instead of say Elite Palatina. There's another Eastern Armored Legio over here, so that is something to keep in mind. And again, this is he switched factions as well. Well, he's still basically Rome, but still. So yeah, 3 of those Eastern Armored Legios in total, but this one has Bronze 3 compared to the other 2 that are on the flanks. Those are silver 1. For the rest of his sword corps, he has a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 Legio, same as before. So yeah, nothing new right there. Let's begin the battle and see how it starts. Gonna fast forward a little bit as the engagement is about to start between the 2. Let's fast forward. Let's stop fast forwarding. You can see Diplomatt's going to move up this Eastern Armored Legio, probably going to try and support his flank over here. Whereas Panda, yeah, Panda's going to go for a push here, and he might do well against this Eastern Armored Legio. If he starts pushing over here, it looks like he's going to go for it, because he definitely has a lot. He has more cav than Diplomatt, but Diplomatt's cav still very good cav, of course. We'll see how the engagement starts. Germanic Horsemen, though, do get shot by the Eastern Armored Legio, and they hate that happening to them. Panda Warrior does have to get a counter charge, and he's going to pull back behind his spikes. Diplomatt doesn't want to continue chasing, so that's good for Diplomatt. I mean, he already did a decent amount of damage to this Germanic Horseman unit with the jab throws and then the Eastern Armored Legio here. The Limitane Border Guards are going to get caught unbraced though, so very nice charge into them by Panda. They're just going to die, essentially a horrible death. And Panda's going to instantly pull out after doing a lot of damage to them. Nice disengagement. However, does allow them to get like 9 kills, so it is questionable whether or not that was worth it. He's gonna go again for them. But now he's gone down to 45 in his unit. He's gonna go for a nice cap charge into this Eastern Armor Legio. That's definitely worth it. Look at how quickly it's dropping. He's gonna disengage with the Germanic Lancers. Now I have support from the pikes. No engagement over here, but I mean, it's alright because the engagement for Panda looks to be going quite well for him here. He's going to pull out the Germanic Lancer. He's lost a lot, but he's gonna win the melee engagement now against that Eastern Armor Legio. He's got more cavalry coming around here. Gonna go for a charge on the Legio. And basically what Panda is doing here, he's getting the charges off onto the infantry of Diplomatt, whereas Diplomatt can't really do that. So at this point, the Ostrogoths are in a superior position, I feel, and he's gonna continue pushing forward with his units. Pike's gonna support in the cav fight. Very nice choice. And again, Germanic Lancers getting into this Legio, doing a lot of damage, going to disengage and probably go for the Ballistari. If they kill the Ballistari, it's gonna look very good for the Ostrogoths. And Rome just isn't pushing here. And now we see another Germanic Lancer frontal charge into Eastern Armor Legio. They're gonna do some damage, but I wonder if it's actually worth it. Wow, it is. They're gonna get a lot of kills here. It's definitely worth it for them. Germanic Lancers, though, dying over here. Rome still isn't going to win this engagement here. I'm not sure about this use of the Royal Sionis. I mean, the Magister Militum is engaged over here, so he's gonna die soon. Steady was popped by him. Pikes are going to lose because they actually weren't engaging this too well, I feel. You can see that the Germanic Horsemen here are going to lose, but they're stopping all these units for the Western Roman Empire. Or rather, the Eastern Roman Empire is sending out, so this is very good by the Ostrogoths. Pikes are routing off the field for the Ostrogoths, so the Romans are doing quite well here. Again, these guys are bracing, so now they're gonna get some nice rear shots off. This is just gonna do so much damage. Just look at them. Now they're gonna go for a rear charge. This is gonna end Rome's dreams of victory. But as you can see, sometimes they stop before actually reaching their target. I'm not quite sure why that is the case. Here you can see the Magister Militum fighting, and he's going to end up dying. But again, the fairly surprising thing that we had this game, no Tagmata Cav. Equites Promodi routing off the field for the Eastern Roman Empire. Not looking good at all for them. Gothic Warband pushing through into the Ballistari. Soon we'll see if they can get to him. And yeah, looks like the battle does end before the Ballistari get caught. So as you can see here, despite Diplomatt having a really sturdy build, Panda Warrior also brought something very strong as well. Really like both compositions here actually, but turns out that the Panda Warrior was able to pull out this victory. He needs one more if he wants to win this tournament. Actually, this is the first Attila tournament, so he would be the first Attila tournament winner. Be very interesting to see who is going to pull it out. So yeah, we'll see game 2. Match point for Panda. So this is game 2, also on plains like game 1. We have Western Roman Empire for Panda Warrior and the Visigoths for Diplomatt. I really want to see how both change things around, because now the other person is the Roman Empire, whereas I mean, where one person is the what am I saying? I mean, they just switched places. One of them is the Romans, and the other is now switched to the Goths. So essentially, we have Panda playing as the Romans. Whatever. I already said the factions. I'm not going to continue blabbering about that. So let's go straight to the builds. I'm gonna put it in slow motion, and let's see Panda's build. So, actually, this isn't Panda's build, so I'm gonna go over Panda's build. Right, it's over here. This is the Western Roman Empire. But let's see the composition. He has, of course, a Magister Militum General, Brace again. 3 Cataphractari over here, supported by 4 Scholae Palatinae. Very, very strong units. Not quite sure how Equites Promodi are compared to Scholae Palatinae, but of course, both of them are very, very solid choices. We see 2 Funditores. That's an interesting choice because while they will do well against lightly armored troops, against say something like archers, they can get kited, and against Ballistari, they will get destroyed by them. Of course, Then let's see the Sword Corps. So up front we have 4 Protectores Domestici Bronze 1. These guys are very heavy melee infantry, so it's going to be hard to kill them with cavalry, to say the least. And it might not be cost effective, unless you get a charge onto them while they're not braced. If that's the case, you're going to do a lot of damage to them. So let's see the rest of the units here. For the West Roman Empire, we have a lot of Armigeri Defensores. I believe we have 6 of those guys. No upgrades on them, but again, these guys are also heavy melee infantry. These guys are very heavy though, so that is a difference between Armigeri and Protectores Domestici. Protectores Domestici, really good unit for sure. Armigeri Defensores, just heavy, not really very heavy, but still, they're gonna do quite well, I feel. Oops, sorry about that. That was my phone. Hopefully that wasn't too scary, I guess. But yeah, that was the build for Panda. Very solid composition for sure. I must say that I do love that build, and I might steal it to use it sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go over the build of the Visigoths this time around. Let's see. We see the Gothic General unit. He has this wonderful ability called Work Right, -5 morale. I think it's not so worth it in this game because it's just -5. So I think that Rally, Brace, and Fast Charge are superior to it in this game. But let's see his actual composition. So he does have 6 cav units, very strong cav units that is. 3 Germanic Horse on his right, 3 Germanic Horse on his left. These Germanic Horsemen are awesome units. You should definitely bring them when you're playing as Gothic factions. Well, not definitely, but you should really think about bringing them. That's for sure. Let's see his the other units that he has. He actually has one skirmish unit. It's just a single Germanic hunter. He does have 2 pikes up front, just 2 Germanic pikes basically. Let's see, he does have some axes as well. 4 axes, that's basically his center. 4 Germanic warband essentially. Then on his right over here we see a noble Germanic swordsman unit with the Gothic warband. On his left though we see 1 noble Germanic swordsman with 3 Gothic warbands, so definitely his left flank is stronger than his right. Whoops, did not mean to do that. But let's hit play. No upgrades on any units, I feel. Yeah, no upgrades on the Visigothic units, so that is interesting. We'll see if it's actually going to be going to pay for I don't know what's happening this time. Sorry guys. Just lots of things on, but it's not going to go well for Diplomatt, I feel. Anyway, Scole Palatina getting a really nice charge into the Gothic warband here. Very well done by the Roman Empire. Funitore is going to get charged by the Germanic horsemen, so that's good for the Visigoths. These guys will die fast at the charge. However, the pikes are not in position yet. Now they are, so these Cataphractari will pull back. But just look at the main line of the Visigoths over here. Just tying to Scole Palatina charges. Just look at these Scole Palatina, just doing so well for themselves. Your Cataphractari could have actually charged into the Germanic warband. I think they could have done a lot of damage. Now they're gonna go in, but not the best moment anymore, I guess. Still going to do a lot of damage. Just look at the Germanic warband start dropping. They have kind of low armor and low health as well, so they're gonna die fast. Not only that, but they're also just medium, so they have just dropped a lot. We do have the Germanic horsemen charging into Armigeri Defensores, but these guys are actually gonna do alright. You can see just how much they're tanking against the cavalry of the Visigoths, and already the Visigoths are losing a lot of engagements over here. Scole Palatina gonna get charged by Gothic General, so that's not good for the Western Roman Empire. Magister Militum going around though, going to rear charge this Gothic warband. We have a rear charge from the Germanic horsemen here though, going to do lots of damage as well, and another rear charge by the Cataphractari. Lots of things going on here. As you can see, the middle is falling for the Visigoths, As is the left flank, it's actually going down very, very quickly. Not looking good for the Visigoths. Again, just all those cap charges into the axes and into the swords are really paying well for themselves against the Visigoths at this point. And the pikes haven't done well. The archers haven't done well, and all these axes are not really doing too well at this point for the Visigoths. And, I mean, this build is just very, very strong that Panda brought here as the West Roman Empire. Very, very safe pick, I should say, and can do very well. Lots of infantry and a decent amount of good cav. I do like it. Just look at these guys duking it out. Ooh, that's one guy. Is he still alive? Looks like he is. He's just gonna go up now, but he's gonna get killed if he gets up. He should just play that. Oh, he is gone from this world. And soon enough, the battle should be over. So all these units are rounding off the field, and decisive defeat, depending on whose side you're watching the replay from. And this was Diplomat's replay. So yeah, it looks like Panda is going to take this 2-0. Just look at the efficiency of his units. Look at his Productores Domestici, look at his Magister Militum and his Colleae Palatini. Lots of damage done, as well as the Cataphractari. Cataphractari is such a cheap unit, so the amount of work they've done for how cheap they are, very, very nice for Panda. But yeah, congratulations to Panda Warrior for winning the first Attila tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, resubscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I shall see you next time.